Alright guys, so in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to generate your text to speech inside of your Google AI Studio. Okay, so we're in Google AI Studio. I'm just going to show you exactly how to generate your text to speech inside of your Google AI Studio. Very, very simple. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing. So do well to watch the video to the end so you're not going to make mistake. Most people don't watch to the end, so they start making a lot of mistakes. So just watch this video to the end. Let me show you exactly where to go to, right? Exactly how to use the prompt, and how to navigate through the exact features that will give you your text to speech. All right, so let's get right into it. So the first thing we need to do is to come over to our Google AI Studio. Obviously, if you don't know how to come there, the first thing you need to do is that you need to create a new tab on your browser. Come here and type in Google AI Studio. Now they can change the exact website at any time. All right, so they can change it. So that's always why I like to type it so that the actual original website will come up. So they can change the website anytime. For now, as at the time of recording the video, the website is aistudio.google.com. All right, so click on the first one. So once we are here, it should look something like this. All right, so the first thing we are going to notice is that you will notice that we have like a left hand menu. All right, so on the left hand side we have a menu bar, as you can see, which contains playground, history, new apps, my apps, gallery, dashboard, basically all these basic ones. Right, so we also have on the right hand side some other things here, but then if you look closely you will see at the center you have something. It says here build with agent, right? But then if you come down here you see models. So you see models and you see agents. So these are the two things you see at the top right. Right, we are still inside the center, and we're also under playground, don't forget. All right, so this is the why you need to watch to the end, because most people might not be able to navigate properly. So you see models and you see agents, so you want to click on models, right? So usually when you come, it would normally automatically be on agents, but you want to come to models. So once you're here you will notice that we are under it says here explore Google models, and then we have featured, we have code and charts. All right, we have image generation. All right, I hope that makes sense. We have image generation. At the same time we have video generation. We also have speech and music, and then we have real time. So these are the six that you would normally see up front. All right, so but basically you will see that it's a bit confusing. Usually you're supposed to come to this text to music, but it says here text to music instead of text to speech. So sometimes people can mix it up and think that it's the wrong one, but this is actually where you need to come to: text, speech and music. All right, so it says speech and music right here. So this is where we are going to be generating our text to speech, right, inside of our Google AI Studio. So come down here, click on your text to speech or speech and music. All right, so now that we're here you can see right up front that we have three versions of our Gemini text to speech. We have Gemini 3.5 live translate preview, which is new. We also have Gemini 3.1 flash TTS preview, and then we also have Lyria 3 Pro view. So this one is for music, right? So to translate something, it says this third one is for music. It says our advanced full song generative model with deep compositional understanding, blah blah blah. So basically you get that it's for music. All right, so you can actually generate music with it, but the one we're actually looking for right now is this one. So it's the one at the middle. All right, the second one, which is the Gemini 3.1 flash TTS preview. So it says here on that, it says here that it's powerful, low latency speech generation, enjoy natural outputs and steerable prompts. So actually I've actually used it before. It's very, very good. So click on it. All right, so once we click on it right here, they are giving us different options right here, so you can choose depending on what you want to use the text to speech for. So you have your everyday assistant that will be talking to you if you want to do everyday assistant. If you want the guarded NPC, all right, so it says they create multiple character dialogue, right, in a fantasy setting. So if you're like you want to create maybe two people talking, right, maybe an interview where two people are talking, but then you want to use AI, you can use this one, right? You can create multiple character dialogue. All right, so at the same time you can come here to this, the energetic co-hosting, right? So which is for podcast, energetic co-hosting. So basically it's for podcast, right? So it depends on what, like I said, depends on what you're using it for. All right, so this one is basic for people who do podcasts. So this one will give you all the speech you translate to, will give you that podcast vibe. All right, so this one is for the master storyteller. So you craft storytelling. So if you're narrating a story, maybe if you're using for a YouTube channel or whatever you want to use it for, you're trying to tell a story, this one makes sense. So you see that they have separate voices for different things you want to do, which is super cool and super amazing. At the same time, they have the ad voiceover. So if you want to do like a commercial ad or something like that, an advert, this one is going to work. We are actually going to test all of them to see how they work, because sometimes you might maybe just need it for a podcast, but then you prefer the storytelling voice better than the podcast voice. So we are going to try it and see. So we are going to see the ones that best suits your needs, so you can select. So don't just think that because this one, it says here podcast style, then automatically you just only use this one. You can decide to mix it up, use the one for ad voiceover for your podcast, right? So that's why we're going to test it out, see which one best suits your needs, right? So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, come here to this one that says the training guide. So a clear and authoritative corporate trainer and all of that. So you also have the gaming show host, a vibrant and theatric theatrical host, right? The vibrant and theatrical host. So you also have the patient teacher, a patient and encouraging language teacher. So yeah, basically these are the ones that we have. I'll just show you the basics of how to use each of them, right? So that we'll not waste too much time on the video. So it says here we'll come to the everyday assistant, right? So the everyday assistant, super amazing. So how does this one work? So you come here, it says here good morning. It's 68 degrees and sunny. Blah blah blah. Traffic is a bit heavy today, so I'll suggest leaving 10 minutes early for your 9 a.m. meeting. So you can just go on and just come here, edit whatever is here. So you can come here, all right? So we can just come and edit whatever is here, all right? And then we can just take it back, just exit and put in whatever I want to put right here. Let me show you exactly how it's done. If you come here, I'll highlight it, so you can just exit, all right, and put in whatever you want to put in right here. As you can see, so this is usually where you put in your text. I hope that makes sense. All right, so also let me come back and put back the exact thing that was put. So you can also come here and select the speaker that you want. All right, so right now the speaker that is here is AOD, something like that. I think that's the name. But then we can actually change the speaker. We can do a lot of things. So I clicked on the speaker one, and it says here audio profile, a helpful and professional personal assistant. A helpful and professional personal assistant. So right here, underneath we have director's notes. So what do you want? The style of the voice, you can make it empathetic, right? You can make it empathetic. The pace natural. The accent, you can make it an American accent. So if you come here to the accent right here, you see that they have different ones. We have different American accents, British accents, and Australian accent. So yeah, basically these are the ones that you have for accent for now. All right, so under the assistants, these are the basic ones that you have. Also the style, you have empathetic right here, but then if you click on it, you see that we have other ones like vocal smile, newscaster, whisperer, someone who is whispering, empathetic, which is the one that it currently is, promo hype, deadpan. So you see that they have a lot. Alright guys, you can actually try each of them out for yourself. All right, you can also see the pace. This one is in terms of how fast you want the person to be talking. So natural, you can see rapid fire, fast, energetic, no dead air, the drift, slow, liquid, zero urgency, and all of that. So basically you can see these are the type of pace that they have in terms of the speed, how you want the person to be talking. You understand? I hope that makes sense. At the same time, so you can come down here and then select different voices right here. So you can come here and then select different voices right here. So let me see, let me come here, let me exit this one for now. But then we can come here and then just type anyone you feel like you need. You can just select that particular one. But then let's look at some of the voices that they have. They have like friendly voice. All right, so this one is a friendly voice, low, middle pitch. They have gravelly voice, smooth voice, firm, breezy voice. So the one that we're currently using is the breezy voice. So like I said, you can just select, look at each of them that they have, right? Look for the ones you can try them out. Google actually allows you to try them out for free. You can generate prompts as much as you like using this one, and so you can just select the one that best suits your needs. All right, I hope that makes sense. So let's say we are done with this one, and then you want to maybe you want to use a different one. You don't want to use this assistant again. You want to go back to maybe the storytelling podcaster and all of that. So how do you navigate? Because sometimes it can be very tricky if you want to navigate to the previous section that we were. How do you go about it? So the first thing you need to do is that you need to come over to dashboard right here. All right. So also you want to always make sure that you are under the Gemini 3.1 Gemini 3.1 Flash TT previous preview rather, Gemini 3.1 Flash TTS preview. So you want to make sure that you're here. All right. So under this one, right, so if you're not here, you always want to click on it and make sure that you're here, because there are different ones like I showed you earlier, right? So we have different ones right here. You have your Lyria 3 clip preview and all of that. So but you want to make sure that you're on the first one that I showed you. Very important, because if you want to go back to the original, let's see, I'll come here to dashboard, click on dashboard right here. All right, so under dashboard, you see they have taken us to API key and all of that. So you want to come and click on dashboard again. Very, very important. All right, so this is always why it's good to watch a video to the end, because we are trying to navigate to our original menu. So how do we do that? So we're back here to our original menu. So this is how we did it. So we clicked on the dashboard twice. Very, very important, so take note. Having said that, come to models. So we have agent and model, right? Like I said, come to model, then come to speech and music. All right, so yeah, under the speech and music again, we can come here to our Gemini 3.1 Flash, blah blah blah. All right, so we're back here again. So you said turn text into natural sounding. So we were using this everyday assistant, right? So now if we want to change to, let's say, a storyteller or a podcast, all right, so how do we do it? You click on it. Super amazing. All right, so now we can see that we have like two different persons. So we have two different speakers right here. We have speaker 1 and then we have speaker 2. All right, so you can set up a dialogue for the podcast, right? Just select it and choose the type of voices that you want. Let's come back here to the first one. So let's say you want to create a dialogue. How do we do it? We come back here and click on the first one. So it says here enthusiastic. You see that we are putting certain codes in brackets. So it says here you are giving it the type of voice it should use, right? So it in brackets here was put in enthusiastic, so which means that when it starts the conversation, it will start the person who is talking will start in an exciting manner, while this person, second person, all right, so the second person will not start in an exciting manner. All right, so this second person would be like will use an agreeable motion in terms of like an agreeable type of tone, like exactly. It says here exactly, I've got so many thoughts on what's happening this week and all of that. So you can see we are putting in brackets the exact tone that we want the person to make that statement that we want it to make. All right, so you have to understand how this podcast works, so you can observe how they are showing you from their example. That's the point. So the examples they are showing you, they are seeing how they are doing it. So this one is amazement. You're trying to give it how it should look. Basically, that's it. So you can see how the podcast look like. You can also add another block speech, right? So you can also add another block speech right here. Let's see how it look like. So if you come here, add a new block speech, right? Come here, add a new one. You can come here, click on another one. It will add for speaker 1, speaker 2. If you want speaker 2 to continue here, you just exit this one, all right, and then click on it. It will give you the next speaker like that. So you can exit the one you don't want or add the both of them. So this is how to create the dialogue for your podcast. So this is if you're using a podcast. I hope that makes sense, and I hope I made this podcast section clear. So we'll go back to our dashboard again. All right, so we'll go back to dashboard, click on dashboard again. So here we can now see that you have other ones too. Let's come back to our model. All right, so under models, we see that we have our text to speech or text and speech and music, whatever you want to call it. Come to our Gemini 3.1 Flash TTS preview, click on it, and then you see that we have another one. So you have master storyteller, all of that. So that's basically it. I just wanted to show you around to see exactly how it works. So I believe I've showed you exactly how to use the text to speech. I believe I've showed you exactly how to generate your text to speech, right? Under Google AI Studio, inside of your Google AI Studio. So yeah, do well to like this video if you got any value, and also subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. We make videos like this to help you out. All right, so yeah, that's basically. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.